downfield. And he's got Nakua in traffic. What a laser. What a catch at the 14-yard line. Puka again for the 8th time tonight.
Yeah. Do you know how much courage it takes to make this catch right here? There are four guys around Puka Nakua. He knows he's getting drilled. He's got to go up in the air, extend his arms, and just wait for the hit to take place. Something else, man. That was...
Suavemente, bésame, que quiero sentir tus labios besándome otra vez. Suavemente, bésame, que quiero sentir tus labios besándome otra vez. Suave, bésame, bésame, suave, bésame otra vez. Suave, yo quiero sentir tus labios besándome otra vez. Suave, besa, besa, bésame un poquito. Suave, besa, 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 bésame otro ratito. Pequeña, échate pa' acá. Cuando tú me besas, me siento en el aire. Por eso cuando te veo, comienzo a besarte. Y me desesperas, yo me despierto de ese rico sueño que me dan tus besos suavemente. Bésame, yo quiero sentir tus labios besándome otra vez. Suavemente, ese coro. Bésame, es la cosa, yo quiero sentir tus labios besándome otra vez. Bésame suavecito, sin prisa y con calma. Dame un beso bien profundo que me llegue al alma. Dame un beso más en mi boca cabe. Dame un beso despacito, dame un beso suave, suavemente. Bésame, yo quiero sentir tus labios.
What is up, my Ramilia and the Suavemente crew, the Los Angeles Ram fans? How you doing? The last NFC team to win the Super Bowl. I included that clip in my opening today just because we have to understand the state of the Rams franchise. We're still the only NFC team that has won the Super Bowl in the last couple of years. We still have that duo. I was looking at the clip. I was like, wow, the best duo in the NFL is now Puka and Donald, Puka and Stafford, not Cup and Stafford, even though they're still there. Cup was beat up this year, but amazing. But the state of the Ram franchise is that we have one of the best duo Olroy candidates in Puka Nakua, records everywhere, including the last playoff game. And then you have the D-Roy, soon to be D-Roy, and Kobe Turner, Byron Young, Steve Avila, who didn't get hardly any accolades except for just pats on the back. He should have been an all-pro at the very least. Quentin Lake did a very fine job. It was really his rookie year because he got hurt the year before. Kyren Williams is one of the better top 3 running backs in the NFL. Gave his all on the field. I think he got a fractured hand or broke his hand and had a cast in the last game. And I know that the other game is going on, so I'm not going to be here that long. We're going to go to the movies tonight, so I didn't want to have a really late stream. Just to give you guys an update, it's 9 minutes left in the third, 16-9 with Bucks over the Eagles. And then there's Bills took over the Steelers late, 31-17, and they were leading all the way. So we're going to get right into it. We're going to get into your chats, and then we're going to get to the clips. But the state of the Rams franchise is beautiful. I do want to address something, too. Before I get into this chat, I want to show you guys something, and look at the screen, all you guys who watch the replay. I've been hearing a lot of trolls, and we don't listen to trolls. And my guy Westrock of Five Tail Rings, how you doing, brother? I appreciate you. I'm sorry that happened to your team, man. It sucks whether you lose by that many or by one. Westrock 5 Rings, sorry about that, brother. But yeah, we're gonna go away back to the game, but I want to show you guys something. The trolls are saying, "What happened? Right? What happened?" Well, we know what happened. My hat is off. I already congratulated Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions, right? And like a couple of my streams when I had Niner content creators, we were talking about, well, I hope the refs don't blow it, right? We've had calls too, and I'm gonna just show it this way. We all know the call that everybody talks about when it comes to the worst no call in NFL history. One of the worst calls is when the Rams benefited, right? But I want to show you something. So look at the screen here. Here we go. The Coleman Colby. Anyway, let's just get to the clip.
Quick snap. Breeze. Pass is incomplete. No flag for Tommy Lee Lewis. Nickel Roby Coleman delivered a hit. And the two officials talk to each other. Crowd's going crazy as there's no flag right on the Saints sideline.
Okay, so Roby Coleman hit. That's what everybody says. Well, you guys got that one. Don't even talk to me. Saints fans jumped out of the woodwork, right? Yes, you're right. That was a horrible call. Now, here's my retort. Now, I didn't make this video up. This just shows, and there was more stuff in there, but here's the calls before that call earlier in the game that the Rams didn't get. Take a peek here. So the Rams are no strangers to referees taking this away. So that call wouldn't have mattered if it wasn't for these calls in the same game, in the NFC Championship game, earlier in the game. Here we go.
This is the bigger story. Goff, good protection. Reynolds makes the catch and then runs into DeMario. Cooks, what a throw! And Brandon Cooks sets up first and goal. Underneath him, that one for 36.
That's not a matchup they...
Ready?
10th play of the drive. Thomas has the weight. And the pass is incomplete. Nickel Roby Coleman. 2nd down and 7. Goff keeps. Under pressure. Jordan got him. Knocking on the door. Fake it to Anderson. Out to the left. Gonna dive. Looked like it was there for a moment.
Running the ball was what he wanted to do. There's a face mask. But it's a heck of a...
So there it is. Call after call. The Saints were allowed to be rough, grabbing the horse collar, which, all these calls, it's up to the refs. They're going to call them. The one guy jumping on our player. Brett, there was in the end zone that would have pushed him further back. They might not have got a touchdown in that situation. I think they got a touchdown the Saints where the guy was protecting the ball, and it could have been offensive PI. I mean, grabbed his whole helmet off, grabbed him by the face mask. And then also in the Super Bowl, right after the Saints non-call, right? It was like the referees were afraid to blow a whistle. You saw all the plays before that play, the Roby Coleman play. All that happened before that, right? We would have got those, and that one wouldn't have mattered possibly. But that's the way the damn game goes. But unfortunately, that's happened. And then also, too, in the Super Bowl, right after that NFC Championship game, here's Brandon Cooks. It was like it was 10-3 for a long time. It was 3-3 for a long time into the fourth quarter. Brandon Cooks in the Super Bowl against the Patriots, blatant hold. We would have had first to go on the goal line. Check this out.
Of Cooks, it would have been a touchdown. He got hit and hammered by Harmon and Gilmore.
Oh, this is a perfect throw. Cooks has a chance. Let's see. Gilmore grabs his arm just a little bit. Harmon comes over.
Got to make that catch.
I think it is, but Gilmore's got a little bit of his arm right there, so he can't bring the left up. But he does have the right.
So that's ridiculous. The ball's not there yet. His arm is on his arm. That's a penalty. If you looked in the replay, it was 4 minutes left, 4:35 or something like that, and it was 10-3. That would have put the Rams on first and goal at the goal line, and it could have been a different game. So we've had our fair shares of horrible calls too. And the Saints fans, stop getting in our business, because you guys were playing really rough, and you guys didn't get any calls earlier in that game. So in that case, you got what you deserved when it comes to that stuff. But yeah, so I don't want to hear anything about that you're going to pop out of the woodwork now, because I already give congratulatory comments to the Saints and their fans. But it does suck that Puka Nacua ends his season-breaking, all-time rookie wide receiver season, and without a no call, without any love. And here it is again. grab the jersey, pull him back, hindered him. Then that could be a defensive receiver, the second guy coming in. And then here's Matthew Stafford. Horrible they didn't protect this guy. And then I didn't really notice that he got stomped on his shoulder by Hutchinson. Here we go.
His helmet on the turf.
Well, Hutchinson here is going to get the first shot, then McNeil, but watch this pose here. I mean, it looks like, I don't know, you can't speculate, right? But his head hit.
So, I mean, I just wanted to address that. So I was seen on Twitter and stuff, and I just wanted to address, well, the Saints call. Well, yeah, the Saints call, but there was like 4 or 5 calls in that same Saints game earlier in that game that they didn't give us. So that is what that is. So that it's over. The season's over. But yeah, the state of the franchise is this. We have an amazing team. We have an amazing young roster. We have draft picks in every round next year, including $48 million in draft capital, clear cap that we can use. And I want to give a shout out to the Remelia that showed up at Detroit. It didn't work out for us, but we were stoked and great season. Here we go. And then you had Walter White, Heisenberg, there too, ready to go.
Hey everybody, Brian Cranston here on the sidelines here at Ford. How exciting is that? We're in enemy territory. So I just wanted to say, whose house? Oh yeah, it is their house, but we're going to change that. Hey, enjoy the show. We're going to have great fun and we'll come back with a victory. See you next time.
It was an exciting game, man. You know, the ups and downs, great game, man. It was physical. And I saw some comment that one of the coaches was there when Sean Payton and the guys had the bounty gate with the Saints. It wasn't Sean Payton. It was the, I forgot the defensive coordinator, but I noticed, I appreciate a physical game. You're right. But I noticed there was some shots being taken. The 3 guys, our quarterback, our big clog in the offense, Kyron Williams, the running back, and the big wide receiver, Puka Nacua, they were doing shots to the head, and with no calls. There was one where they gave Kyron Williams an elbow to the head, and he had to come out for a little bit. And then Matthew Stafford, you know, that's what you're supposed to get to the quarterback, but they were getting late hits, and they weren't being hindered by the refs. You're supposed to protect the quarterbacks, and then Puka Nacua took some shots, you know, and then that last, even if he didn't call the grab, the other guy come through, and that's a defensive receiver. So, you know, maybe, I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to accuse anybody, but what I see is guys that were targeted, and they were targeting the head. And so, you know, that wasn't cool, but on some of those, but you know, we were all stuck for this game. It was a great game, great season. And these are guys when they came out.
We got Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth, and Melissa Stark have the call right after this.
All right, so we're gonna switch gears, and we're gonna talk about Rams community and Puka Nacua trying this Fry Guys place in the Southern California restaurant. Here we go.
Hey Rams fans, I'm Puka Nacua, and I'm here at Mr. Fry's Man in Gardena. I'm joined by the owner, Craig Batiste.
I'm Craig Batiste, aka Mr. Fry's Man. We right here in Gardena at the original location. I love cooking. I love making fries. I'm the Picasso, the Lord of the Fries, King of the Fries. Fry King. Hello. I just came home one day. I said, babe, look, we're gonna sell plates. She like, what? I said, fries. She like, man, we don't got too much money. I said, well, we got a $400 account, and then we was selling fries from our house. We went from the backyard selling fries to building a franchise. And now that's exactly what we did with no loans, no investors, just a great team, my wife, and I, and just all our hard work. It's a blessing, it's fantastic. Me and my wife, we never thought it would be like this. We never thought about actually even saying, okay, we finna be a restaurant, let's open up a restaurant today. Nah, it's something that fell in our lap, a blessing fell right in our face. I love to cook anyway, so hey, here we are. Well, with the Pepsi and Rams connection, it means a lot to us. I was ex-Pepsi employee for 10 years. That was my job, and I ain't gonna lie, I learned a lot from Pepsi. They giving back to the community, giving back to us, and we giving back to the community at the same time. It was still unbelievable. I ain't gonna lie to you. Still been to this day. We've been doing this for now, what, 8 years? Location been open. It's still feeling real sometimes. So we start in our backyard.
To help support local Black and Latino-owned businesses, this season, I'd like to present Craig with the $10,000 check.
Congratulations from the Rams and Pepsi. Mr. Fries, man.
And I just want to tell anybody, you got anything you want to do, a dream, go for it. Don't give up. Because it's not going to be easy, but continue to go and go and go. What rhymes will go? Grow. Shouts out to Pepsi and the LA Rams. January 19th, we'll be at the Gardena location at Mr. Fries, man.
To Mr. Fries, man. Anyway, yeah, guys, listen, it sucks that we lost. You know, I'm not blaming it totally on the refs, but come on, man. Just at the very least, I'm just going to tell you guys like this. And Niner fans and fans of other teams, I think that you would agree with me on this. Matthew Stafford has paid his dues to the league. He's been one of the greats. I mean, if you watch this game, right, you got to say, God damn, that was a good pass. That side, all the arm socket throws and, you know, amazing. Getting hit, you know, getting creamed. And he come back. The guy's a warrior, man. You got to admit that. One of the all-time great quarterbacks. We're blessed as Ram fans to have Glock 9 Matthew Stafford as our quarterback. And but you got to give him some loves, referees, man. This guy's paid his dues. He doesn't cry to the refs like a Tom Brady would or even a Mahomes has. I love Mahomes, though. But, you know, he doesn't do that. He just gets up, and that's the NFL. You got to give this guy some love and protect him, man. Because I mean, forget that I'm a Ram fan. If I watched, I go, that was a bad. Two guys hit him. The one guy was a little late, Hutchinson, right? Just, you know, boom, boom, right? Not bang, bang, boom, boom, and then the other guy, boom, knockout blow. So you got to give him something there. And then Puka Nacua is a rookie. I understand in the scheme of things, he's a young player, but that's a big play. The guy's trying to go up and couldn't top flight it because the guy's holding him. And then besides that, the other guy comes and creams him, defensive player. Then, you know, it is what that is. Our fault as a Rams team is two things. McVay has struggled with, I love McVay, but he's struggled with time management at times. Okay. We didn't have no timeouts at the end. Okay. That being said, you know you only have one timeout. Go for it on fourth down. On third down, instead, I appreciate being aggressive, going to that Puka play where you didn't get the call, but try to get a little closer. And then, you know, 4 downs. You know, maybe we were going to go for Brett Maher because he had made a few kicks at the beginning. But the clock management, we put under the ball, we didn't get it back because we couldn't stop him. I was watching Locked On Rams, and they were talking about how you should go with your strength, and that's our offense right now. The defense was playing a lot better. They shut them down in the second half, but the damage was done on the scoreboard, and we were catching up. And the problem is we only put 3 field goals up instead of 3 touchdowns. We were in the red zone 3 times, and that was it. And then Kyrie Williams in the last 2 drives, he wasn't there. He had a cast on his hand. I appreciate Ronnie Rivers. I appreciate Rolls-Royce Freeman, but they're role players. Kyrie Williams is an all-pro, Pro Bowl type player, one of the best running backs. He could have got through the seam and took it home, you know. That is what that is. And then, Jacques 42. That hit on Higbee was bull. Yeah, that was the same guy. I don't know the player. He hit him. Same guy diving at the knees, man. They got to protect these players. Forget that it's a Ram. I don't care about that. That's a horrible. It's a bigger guy. What are you supposed to do? Well, I mean, that's the way it is. You got to hit him above the knee, you know. That sucks, man. That sucks. You know, my prayers and positive vibes are out to Tyler Higbee. He's a Super Bowl champion, and he's probably not going to be ready for the training camp. And so luckily we have Davis Allen, but I hated to see that, man. West Rock 5-time ring says, Stockton, them Lions fans have been acting like this cocky. Yeah, they had a lot of pressure on them. The one thing I appreciate is guys like that 90-year-old guy or 84-year-old guy, whatever his age, the season ticket line holder. I'm happy for him. Cocky for a franchise that never won anything, Stockton says. Yep. West Rock 5-time ring says, hate to say it, Fernand's going to Super Bowl. I don't mind them going to Super Bowl, but I don't think they're going to win it still. I think the AFC team's got some for them. Marcus, I don't blame the refs. Always going to be blown calls, non-calls. Yeah, it sucks. That was just part of the deal. If we could have scored one time in the red zone, because Goff was ready to tumble. He was like this. He was teeter-tottering, in the second half. If you guys remember, Donald flashed in. I think it was Kobe Turner. Might have been Byron Young. And he kind of, oh shit, and he kind of pushed the ball, like putted it. That's a live ball. Had we had somebody standing there, their guy jumped on it. He was teeter-tottering. he was like Clubber Lang in Rocky 3. Boom! Rocky, get him one more time. Shock 40 says, bang, bang, Packer gang. Yes, go. We're going to be Packer fans on this next Saturday. Yes. Westbrook 5 Ring says Lion fans act like they were winning the Super Bowl. But imagine that. Matthew Stafford, after 30-some years, the Lions never won a playoff game at home, and he comes to shut them down. He played great, man. The guy's amazing. Like I said, even if you're not a Ram fan, you got to appreciate Matthew Stafford. My guy Gabriel says, that's my dog. Yes, indeed. Smokey Robinson, love it. Fable JVC told y'all season was over, going to be over in Detroit. Congrats on your season. Thank you, Fable. But Fable, it sucks to lose like that, man. It's our fault ultimately. That's the main factor. We didn't. They scored in the red zone. We didn't. That was the factor. Had we scored one time in the red zone, but the referees are killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. Come on, man. Forget about Puka. You got to protect Matthew Stafford, dude. Come on, man. The man's paid his dues. That's all I'm going to say. That's not crying. That's not blah, blah, blah. That's the man paid his dues, man. You got to, if you're going to really protect QBs, he's a quarterback. He's been in the league for a long time. He's not a wimp. The man's looking up at the ceiling with his eyes rolled back, man. You got to protect these guys, man. You got to do a call right there. You have to, man, because ultimately they didn't have to. But you know what I mean? If you wanted to look legit, man, if you're going to protect quarterbacks and then you're going to hold the whistle, man, come on, man. We've seen Stafford take hits like that before and they don't protect him. That's crazy. Michael says 3 field goals in the red zone instead of touchdowns is what it did it. Yep, that's exactly right. West Rock 5 says Baltimore Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Mahomes is something else, man. He's magic, but I think Lamar might get it this year. Sarkis says outstanding season, future is bright. Zero shame here. No, zero shame, but irritated. Yep, exactly right. Easy to tolerate after we have a shiny new Lombardi, not even 2 years old. Yep. 2024 just entered 2024. True to Game says, True to Game 209 says, what Rams did this year was great. NFL couldn't let them go any further because if they were playing with house money, man, listen, if we could have won this game, if I could have, would have, should have, yes, but we lost by 1. We left points on the board, 2 big hits that we didn't get, 2 big calls we didn't get. If we could have got by this game, I think we could beat the Eagles or the Tampa Bay. And who knows? Let's get down and dirty in Levi Stadium, but it is what it is. I was looking forward to that. Michael says, dirty hit on hippies too. In slow motion is brutal. Yeah, I didn't even bother to record that one, man. Shockford says, we got some dogs on the team. No quit after we were down 14-3. Yep. Gary says, we have a bright future. No shame with what we did this season. I'm proud of our guys. Rams for life. Yes, indeed. Love it. Gilbert says, they were playing dirty. They were playing physical, borderline. Yep, Lions were actually bailed out on some hits. These refs were horrible. They've been horrible all year. It sucks. My guy EZ says their offensive line and secondary were holding like a mother, like a newborn, all salty, but still happy with these young players. Yeah, we're a little salty, a little bit. Garrett says them refs wanted us to lose. He says, losers, Momo Morton. Leave Santa Clara alone. Rudy just played a 5-minute fry commercial. I was doing something while we were doing that, but yeah, that props to the Rams. Props to the Rams. You know, they do a lot for the Southern California community, minority businesses. I love that. True to the Game says, Rams went all in and won, and they went this far in a handful of vets. Imagine what they're going to do next season with cap money and draft picks. It's going to be scary for the rest of the league. I love it. Yes, indeed. Keep Raheem Morris or bring him back, bring back Staley. Raheem Morris is getting interviews. We'll see what happens with that. Harry says, Rams Nation, they played a great season. It was a great season. My guy tried. Rudy, do you think the Packers can go into the trailer? Do you think the Packers can go to the trailer park Levi and win? Yes, I do. The young man has to keep playing the way he is. They got to run the ball. Anyone can be beat. Yeah, I do think they can. I wouldn't bet on it, but I think they can. Stafford's getting lots of praise today, even though Florio was giving him his flowers. Yeah, even Florio was giving him his flowers. Yep. Gabriel says Stafford is a beast. He's built different. No other QB like him. Yeah, man, we're blessed to have him. I know that everybody, the world is watching the game yesterday. They appreciate Matthew Stafford, man, even though they might not say it. Harry says, hit the like button. Thank you, guys. Yeah, hit on Hippie was foul. It sucked, man. Gabriel says, happy for the city of Detroit. They deserve it. Would be dope to see them win it all. Goff was playing with the big chip on his shoulder. Yeah, he got it. He got it. Tribe says, can't stand Butterfinger Cooks. Cost us a ring. Stockton says, Rombo's having a field day. It's okay. You know, he's still a little salty from the NFC Championship game. Jack Ford says, Jordan Love is playing lights out right now. I hope he can get it, man. Gilbert says, I'm sorry, but I'm ready for Morris to move on. Yeah, we'll see what happens. True to Game says, NFL needs to give them to us next year during the season, and let's be the first game of the season. I would love that. Stock says, we held the Lions to 3 points in the second half. The first half was what killed us, and we in Stockton, we're talking about it. We got 3 points instead of 7. That was a difference. It should have been 7-7. We couldn't get it in there. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a night. We're going to go to the movies with my lady. Appreciate you winning, guys. Stay the Rams franchise is this. Great season. Great game. We put our all into it. Guys got hurt. At the end, Stafford was that man. I would have loved to have seen with the ball again for a comeback. I wish they would have let our drive continue with Puka, but it is what it is. The draft is solid, and I appreciate you, one of you guys coming in. As we'll probably come in on Wednesday. We'll see what happens with these games. As we always say, may the Ramelia be with you. May the Ramelia be with you. Ramulators, mount up. We're looking fine for the future, baby. Here we go.
The Los Angeles Rams select
Byron Young.
Byron really showing us stuff right off the back, some explosiveness, being a violent rusher.
I appreciate the opportunity, man. You won't regret it.
There is some talent there, but what is going to happen with the LA Rams? I think they open up with a loss.
Barreling in, it's Kyron Williams.
I promise, y'all going to get everything from me.
Leaping into the end zone, untouched.
Kyron Williams, this dude has been balling as of late. It is their first pick.
He started every single game this year. Steve Avila.
From week 1 to now, just the consistent improvement.
Kobe Turner from the Rams is the NFL's Defensive Rookie of the Year.
When you put the body work and you deserve certain things, and that's something that I feel like he deserves.
And he's tripped up and sacked by the conductor.
the 177th pick in the 2023 NFL.
NFL history.
Wow. Got the catch record
Puka,
and the yards
to the crib.
Let's go, baby. See the production they've gotten from this youth movement. It's one of the big reasons why the